Welcome back into Dillon's Den. My name's Craig and today we are continuing our Eleanor Mustang build from Fanhorn. And we are doing stage 8, which consists of kit 27 right through to kit 30. So we will be doing the rear axle. We're going to be finishing that off. We do have some springs in that, so that's going to obviously work on the suspension. We'd also have the left leaf spring to install, and we've got some more disc brakes and some more rims to make up. No tyre yet, but I'm guessing next issue there's going to be a tyre. So, oh well, that'll be freedom, won't it? So, without further ado, let's get building. Okay guys, so here is kit number 27, and we do have the rest of the rear axle, and we've supplied 2 springs as well. So I'm guessing this is actually going to go on the underneath the car as well in this issue. And we've got some PS05 screws and some PS11. Now, I'm going to take the part from last time and the axle from last time, and we're gonna hook this on with the 2 screws that we fitted last time. So remember I said don't go too tight, because you might need to unloosen them or just a little bit if you've gone all the way. Then once that's hooked into position, we're going to get the rear axle from this issue and place that on the other side just like that. And that should just line up like that. And then we're going to secure it, should I say, with 4 PS05 screws. And it's going to be 2 in one side, 2 in one side of the rear axle and 2 on the other side. And I would probably do this fairly tight, because you will probably end up having your wheels on the end of these, and obviously it's going to be supporting quite a bit of the car, so it's going to be quite a bit of weight on these when it's fully done. So I'll get these nice and snug. So that's 1 and 2. And we're going to do same on the other side. And that's number 3. When it goes in, if it goes in. I'll do this one first. Yeah, that's number 3, and we'll come back to that one. There's nothing in there, so it should go in. Might need to push a little bit more on this one. There might be a tiny bit of plastic burr or something in there. But yeah, it's in now, it's in. We've got it. We've got it. And when you're happy, it will look like this. Next up, we're going to take the springs and slide them over these 2 sections of the axle. And then we're going to take the main part of the car, underneath the car, and the bits with the 2 springs are going to line up with 2 holes underneath here, and it's pretty much where the wheel arch is going to be, but do it without dropping the springs. So I'll try to do it this way, and it just goes, you kind of see where it's going to go now, there and there, but make sure that housing is facing that like tunnel shape, which you go into the front of the car, because that will it'll be the transmission shaft that will go into that. So make sure it is that's pointing that way. and we're going to secure that with 2 PS11 screws from the top end, one at either side. And once you're happy with that, that will be this issue complete. So I'll get them in and I'll give them a little tight up now with this. I like this screwdriver, especially when I'm tightening up. It's got a nice grip on it. Yep, there we go. There's one side and 2 sides. And that's it. We can give it a little test, and you can see that little suspension system is actually working. There, look at that. Wonderful. And same on the other side. And that's it, complete. Okay guys, issue number 28. So in this one, we do have the left leaf spring and the spring holder. So that is your leaf spring. We do have some pins here, some PS09 and some PS05 screws. And we have our various holders as well. So we've got 2 plastic holders and we've got a metal holder. So we're just going to take one of the first holders and I'm going to screw this into the rear end. And it is part 28D, this one. And it's fixed in with a PS05 screw. It does only go on one way. You just got to marry up the actual shape with the bodywork. And we're going to do the same on this side. But we're going to get part 28C, which is just here. Hold it with your finger, and same again, it's a PS05 screw just in the bottom here. Well, the top end, shall I say. Yeah. Once we've tightened that up and we're happy, it's time to put that leaf spring into position. Okay, so make sure we pop this the right way. I did even try to put it on the wrong way and it just doesn't line up. So for it to line up, it does only go in just the one way. So yeah, we're just going to get this lined up. So one side's going to go into this holder, like that. And like that. There we go. And then we're going to take the pins now, and it's just going to slide into this section here. And we're going to push that right through, and that's going to pin that end in. So you can see it's got that hole there, and it's just literally just going to pin this in. I would recommend using something flat and strong. So I'm just using the end of my tweezers. I'm just going to push that in. No, it's not got it yet. So I'll put it back in position, push it a little bit more. And there we have it. There we go. And as you can see, that's in fully. And we're going to do the same with this side as well. I'll try to get a bit of a close up this time so you can just see exactly what I'm doing. So, pin. I'm just going to drop it in here. That's the first bit, that's the most fiddliest to get it lined up. There we go. And that should just drop all the way through, apart from that last little bit. And then with the back of my tweezer, just going to push onto that, just like we did on the other side. And there we go, job's a good one. So now then, we are going to take this third housing unit, or support bracket, and that is going to go in the centre of this leaf spring. Now, it does only go on one way. Make sure you do get it the right way. So make sure this part here is there. You can see you got two bigger holes and two smaller holes. The two smaller holes are for PS09 screws to secure it into place. And the two bigger ones are to line it up. Yeah, and make sure that the eye bit, if you will, on the right hand side, bottom right hand corner, make sure that is facing inwards, not outwards. And once you're done, it will look like this, and it is looking really good. And that's that issue complete. Okay, then moving on to issue 29, and we are doing the left disc brake and a shock absorber as well. So we'll get all these little bits out, and we are starting with the shock absorbers. So we do have this housing unit and this holder that is going to slide in there, and another pin. I'm just going to pin that through, just like we did with the leaf springs. So I'd line it up, and then the last push, use the back end of my tweezers just to push that in. I wouldn't use your fingers to push it all the way, because it will protrude your finger, to be honest with you, because they are pretty sharp, and they are very thin. So yeah, use something flat. I bet even a coin or something would work as well. Just something flat, just to push it in, rather than using your fingers. There we go. So now just with that bit, push on. And you should see it pop in. There we go. Easy as that. Next up, we are going to get the main unit, and staying on this left hand side of the car, we're going to have a PS05 screw ready, and we're going to get that loaded on quick. Now, just double check where this bit goes before I do it. So yeah, so this housing we've just done, it goes in this section here. It should sit something like that. So 180, get that screw and fasten that into position just here. Lovely. Okay, so next up, we are going to take the shock absorber, this silver section here, and that is just going to slide into this housing, which is going to make the full part of the shock absorber. So the black piece and the silver piece make the full shock absorber. And once that's there, just leave it to one side for now, because we do need to fix it to this housing unit here. Actually, scrap that. I did it wrong. Yeah, so line up the housing best you can, and oh no, I didn't. Ignore me. Ignore me again. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, yeah, so tuck it underneath, and through that, just gonna pop a PS08 screw in. I can't even. I think I'm losing marbles here. Oh, but yeah, once that's done, it will look like this. Give it a little test, and you can see that shock absorber is working with the suspension unit. Just like that. Lovely. Okay then, so next up we're going to start on the disc brakes. So it's pretty similar to what we did in the front ones. So we've got two sides, we've got the inner one and this outer disc brake, which just line up together like that. If I can stop dropping it everywhere. And then we've got the actual brake itself here, and that's just going to slide into here for now. Now, looking at these instructions, they are actually wrong for now. And it took me a while to realise what was going on. But I think that's in one of the later issues, which I'll come to again. Yeah, because for some reason, when you click this in, like in the front ones, it stops the disc brakes from spinning. So when that gets attached to your wheel, it's just going to ping off, or it's not going to move. So yeah, this is just a temporary solution for now. But we'll come to that when we put the tyre on. But for now, it's keeping all that together, and we'll just leave it on there until we need it. And that's this issue complete. Okay, so issue 30. Some more rims. More rims. So you know what's coming, don't you? Another tyre. Okay, so just like we've done previously, we are going to take the inner part and marry it up with the outer part. Just like so. And we're going to secure it with 3 PS05 screws. Oh, got to sign myself up for the next one though, haven't I? The tyre. Right, so we'll get that secured into place. think it's only one more after this one, I think. So I can't wait for these tyres to all be done. Just hope there's no more challenging bits in this build. But hey ho. Okay. So get them nice and tight. And that is this issue complete. Okay guys, so if you've enjoyed that video and you want to see more of my builds coming forward, please don't hit that like, share and subscribe. I hope it's been useful, I hope you've enjoyed it, but for now, I'll see you guys soon.